All right, gamers. So, the 7th anniversary's here. I tried to make a news video yesterday, and it did not record my microphone, so I didn't put it out. Anyways, let's go over the new Meliodas unit, of course. The box looks so strange with these little Demon King awakenings now instead of just the normal True Awakening symbol. Don't know if I love that just yet, but either way. We do have the new Melee. He is an LR unit. Well, he's a UR base unit, but you can immediately upgrade him to LR. And he uses some weird LR seal things. They're not normal LR seals. You actually get them from the special missions. So just in case you were worried about that, which I was a little bit, you get these ancient seals to upgrade him into an LR, which is nice because you can get both of these within the first day. It's not complicated whatsoever. Literally draw for 3 heroes, complete his story trial thing, which is right here at the top of the events. So not complicated whatsoever. You can immediately upgrade him, so why wouldn't I? I know sometimes characters come out with different things, and I see videos of people making for example, if it was this character, people would make like a UR version video and then an LR version video. I'm not doing all that. I'm not worried about it. If you have the potential to go ahead and upgrade him to like as good as he can be, I might as well just try him out that way. So the one big thing that I noticed from the live stream that they did was his CC on the live stream was 80,002. And I made a comment when I tried to record that video yesterday that I don't know how many players are going to actually be able to reach that, because I can only assume the testing account that they do the live streams on is like maxed out to the gills. I'm missing 1 ult level for him. I got him 5/6 in roughly like 2 1/4 rotation, so actually really happy with how it went. I think I got like 3 copies just on the first rotation, which was great. Second one looked pretty bad, and then luckily I got the 1 extra copy to make him 5/6 towards the beginning of my rotation, which was nice. So he's pretty cool so far. Everybody's obviously saying that he's like the best, most broken unit you've ever seen, which makes sense. Every new festival character tends to be that way, but this guy's definitely going to be super power creepy. I can only assume the meta is going to be horrendous for the next few weeks. So I don't know how much I'm going to be playing other teams or anything like that, and I don't know how many videos I'm planning on making on this guy, but I definitely want to make a video with him on the Demons and one on the Sins team. I think we'll probably use Demons first, just because Demons haven't been meta for quite a while now, which is crazy because Demons have been meta for a decent majority of the length of this game's lifespan. But yeah, he's got some really cool stuff going on. We're going to read over it. I obviously expect this video to be very test heavy. Don't yell at me if I completely mess up using the character, because obviously if you want to see his passive, it's very long. I didn't realize you had to scroll this much. It's incredibly long. This guy's got a short story as a passive. So yeah, a lot going on here. I don't expect myself to play him very efficiently to start with, but the more that I use him, the better it'll get. And then if you have tips or anything, feel free to leave them. He does have a talent, which is nice. The new True Awakening system is interesting. I just did the normal one because I had the materials for it. I think they're supposed to be giving us free materials to do one of these at some point. I'm not entirely sure when that is, or if it's locked to like a coupon code or something that I haven't added yet. But this one gives you damage amplification, which means more damage, which could be pretty nice. So I may end up giving him that as well. But either way, let's go over the character really quickly. I guess I'll show you the costumes right fast just so you can see them. Very normal sort of like assault mode melee looking, but obviously he has the wings on him, which is cool. You have this one, which is more of like I don't know what to even describe this as. It's cool. It kind of reminds me of one of the outfits that assault mode already had. You have like the wedding outfit, which is very like casual. I tend to not really like the casual ones as much. And then you have this one, which is almost like a futuristic sort of mech suit looking one. I'm not in love with this one either. I may end up swapping to this one. I'll go ahead and do that just because, I don't know. This one seems a little bit more thematic. Plus you can see his feet. So there you go. Feet, people. Then you have his LR outfit, which is basically just an upgraded regular like base UR assault mode looking outfit. So not terrible looking. It's just completely like blacked out, which is, I don't know, doesn't have anything real interesting to it, in my opinion. I did like the little like scarf thing coming off of the back of this one. It doesn't look like this one really has that. It has like a little bit of like a waist cape thing, but yeah, his headpieces are not much better. Default melee horns, which is fine. You have the slick comb over for the wedding outfit. This one's okay, but I gotta be honest, these masks that they do from time to time, a little too edgy for me. And then the crown is actually kind of cool. I do kind of like the crown. I may end up using this one at some point, but I don't know, I just thought the horns were kind of cool, so I'm going to go with the horns for now. Either way, not really worried about the weapons. I might as well show them since I've showed the rest of it. You got Lost Vein for his base weapon. This one's from his affinity. He already has 5 weapons, 5 outfits, 5 cosmetics, so that's nice. You don't have to worry about sort of buying a new one if they come out with it or whatever if you don't want to. Obviously, there's small CC gains when they do that, but yeah, that's the one that I'm using. There's the wedding one, which is, it's honestly, it looks kind of cool. I don't love the little flowers on it. If it didn't have those, I'd maybe use this one. And then you have like the futuristic one for the mech suit looking outfit. So we're going to go over him. Feel free to go ahead and skip forward. God, we're 6 minutes in already. God, I'm terrible at these. Anyway, skip forward if you need to. I'm sure most of you guys have already played with the unit. If not, you've already watched videos on him. So I'm going to read over him so that way I know what's going on. I tried to read it a little bit in the patch notes yesterday, but there's a lot. So increases basic stats of applicable allies participating in battle by 15% and increases all stats of the hero by 7% for each applicable ally. All stat buff is incredibly strong, and the fact that this guy's brand new and already has good stats is crazy. Applicable allies for this character are demons and 7 deadly sins, which I like. I think that's very fitting. He's a demon. Running him with demons is fun. And then the whole point of this unit is his ultimate, which is, you know, running with the 7 deadly sins, so makes the most sense to me. When all allies participating in battle are applicable allies and the hero is not in assault mode, which you use that, his talent puts him into assault mode, the hero gains Trillion Revenge at the start of the battle and at the end of the ally's turn. The effect is removed at the end of the enemy's turn, and then Trillion Revenge, God, there's so much. Trillion Revenge is immune to debuff effects, which is wild. Immune to stance cancel if applied at the start of the battle, wild. Counters and exacts vengeance when an ally is attacked. So I think, is that part of Trillion Revenge? I guess so. Vengeance is inflicts damage equal to 70% of the initial max HP, additional damage equal to 150% of damage taken. Which part was Vengeance? Do we even, has it even said when you get Vengeance? Am I stupid? Where do you get Vengeance at? I don't know. These units are so complicated. Assault mode is attack related stats plus 50%. I think this is one that scales, I think, at the lower levels. Yeah, so at 1/6 it's only 30%. 2/6 and above is 50%. So just note that. Damage dealt is plus 70%. Wild. Does not take reflect or counter damage. Okay. Just adding on, just stoking the fire here. Grants immortality and stat decrease immunity. Immortality immunity, does that mean he kills through immortality? I have not thought about that part yet. If that's how that is, does that mean he could kill Demon King faster? Because Demon King, you have to wait for the immunity to wear off. If that's the case, that would be really crazy. And then there's other fights like, doesn't Ratatasker have a ton of immortalities? If you could get through that, this character would be wild. If that's the case, I'll make a video on those because that's really cool. I don't know if that's exactly how that plays out though. Removes barrier buffs before unleashing all target attacks, limit of 3 times, which is pretty good. I mean, I know Escanor has a barrier that he puts on. I don't think there's any other like relevant units in the meta right now that put barriers on, but I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have. Assault mode effect is enhanced according to ultimate move level. So we already kind of read that part, or showed you that part. If there are 2 or more surviving applicable allies, while the hero has Trillion Revenge, they are granted a 40% damage suppression. This goes down at the lower levels to a 50%, which is honestly not a huge difference, but getting killed in 2 attacks versus getting killed in 3 attacks is kind of a big win. So, and their final damage taken decreases by 30%. So, just adding on. Grants applicable allies debuff immunity for 1 turn at the start of the battle. This is going to be kind of nice because if you fight like fairy teams or whatever and they try to put the infect on you turn 1, it's not going to work. When the hero uses a single target attack, Hellblaze is applied to up to 1 enemy for 3 turns. When the hero uses a skill on an affected enemy, their damage taken suppression is halved. I don't entirely understand what that means. I assume, because it's going to be weird with the way that damage suppression works, because technically 40% is better than 50% because of the way that it's like, that's the damage cap that you have. Like, for instance, Escanor has a 50% damage cap. If you attacked while they have Hellblaze on, does he have a 75% damage cap at that point? I don't know. There's a lot going on. Hellblaze is damage taken plus 70%, decreases final recovery rate by 7% for every 5% of the target's diminished HP. The hero is immune to Hellblaze, so he can't. He kind of counters himself a little bit if you're fighting mirror matches, which is interesting. If the hero does not take damage from an enemy skill during the enemy's turn, all enemies are inflicted with Shadow Engulfment effect for 1 turn. If the hero does not die from an enemy's ultimate move, the ultimate move gauge fills by 5 orbs, limit of once. At the lower levels, it looks like 4, 6, and lower, it's 3 orbs. But because you have a damage suppression on, if I got hit with an ultimate and I didn't die, I would basically immediately get my ultimate next turn. I guess if my hand wasn't already full. Shadow Engulfment is minus 50% all stats. So you gotta hit melee. That's what I'm getting from this. You have to hit melee on your turn, which is crazy because he's gonna have his stance counter up, and that's gonna be a problem. His talent, I think this one is a limited one. Like all the other talents, you get it back after so many turns. I think this one just has limited uses. So enters assault mode for 1 turn. Assault mode is attack related stats plus 50%. Damage dealt is plus 70%. We've already kind of read this part. Removes barriers, buffs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you just get assault mode when you use his talent. If I'm not mistaken, depending on your ult level, you get either 2 stacks of it or you get 3 stacks of it. I think I'm high enough to get the 3 stacks. So that's kind of interesting how that kind of works out. It lasts for 1 turn, so I guess you could technically just, for the first 3 turns, just spam assault mode, I guess. His single target attack is Dark Destruction, which is 3 times crit chance, 3 times crit damage, and then deals damage dealt plus 70% to enemies affected by Hellblaze. I can only assume this character probably puts Hellblaze on before the attack goes through, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's already so insane, why wouldn't he? His AoE skill is Dark Assault, which is times 3 pierce rate, times 3 crit damage, and then additional damage equal to 100% of the hero's increased attack. So all of these moves are probably going to hit real hard. And then his ultimate is enters assault mode for 1 turn, inflicts Shadow Engulfment on all enemies for 1 turn, so that's the minus 50% all stats. Then inflicts Dark Assault damage, which is the same as same as the AoE. So nothing super complicated on that part, but what else am I to say? He's kind of obnoxious. So either way, if you skipped forward, let's hop over to the PvP arena and we're going to test him out. Okay, so this is the team that we're going to use. We're over 300k CC in Ungeared, which is pretty wild. I mean, I think there may have been teams that could reach this already, but either way, this is the demon team we're going to use. I'm going to use LR Cusack because honestly, we haven't gotten a whole bunch of demons lately. I don't really know what would be best in this slot right now. We could potentially run red base Chandler in the sub slot if we wanted to try to like tank more. I'm just going to go for this to go kind of aggressive. I did forget that this new Demon King does have a barrier that he puts on, but if we're using melee against another Demon King, we should beat through the barrier with AoE skills, right? Because of the passive. So I don't know. You definitely want to make sure that he's like on the far left, so that way if any of your other characters have a talent, you have his, because going into assault mode is pretty important. So let's hit assault mode. Let's just go for, I don't know. Let's just go for an AoE into a single target with Cusack. Let's just kind of see how things go. Okay. I mean, they have a 50% damage cap. Pretty good damage overall with Cusack, actually. So not bad there. We should have some pretty decent stats and stuff like that going on. Does he have a special like health bar or anything? I haven't really paid attention to it. Yeah, I mean, he definitely has the sort of melee. Oh, okay. Okay, that counter didn't do crazy damage, which is good because I was... Okay, that killed and popped res. I was kind of scared if the counter was going to go like absolutely nuts because obviously... yeah, if you just couldn't even attack into him because he has the counter, that would be a huge issue. Let's just do something like this, something simple. We'll re-up on our barrier with Demon King. They have a 50% damage cap, so I'm not actually expecting to do a whole lot here. The counter from King wasn't crazy good to begin with, but like, I mean, it was good when it very first came out, but as things have kind of pushed along, his counter damage doesn't really impress me that much anymore. Okay, we got a bunch of whatchamacallits, merges there. Okay, he keeps getting his stance, which is a little unfortunate. Didn't break my shield. Still attacking Cusack for some reason. They're gonna get inflicted with the 50%. Okay, it's a red buff or red debuff. Oh, and he deleted a card out of my hand. I don't even have to use the talent here because he gets assault mode from his thing. I don't... they'll have a 50% damage cap. He's below 50% though, so this will kill. And then we might as well just go melee crazy. This kills King. At least you get to see Escanor a little bit. It's kind of cool. He still has his passive. I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he can die just yet. Did we? You okay? This one might get rid of the patent. Okay, never mind. It was already gone. All right. So the fairy team still good at tanking, so I can't really complain there. I guess we could just use a single target and kill Helbram with Demon King. Been a while since I've used Demon King. He's not really been meta relevant for a while, so nice to get some use out of him again. But either way, yeah, the fairy team still tanking very well. I hope that there's something they can do with that to make a second team meta relevant, so that way we don't just have the demon team in the meta right now, because that would kind of suck. There have already been some leaks about a new green base Chandler getting or coming for the part 2 of the anniversary, which means more demon support. Sorry, I just ate a little bit ago and apparently it's not sitting well. But yeah, new base green Chandler for, I assume, the back line. Could be a frontliner, I don't know. But obviously that means new support for demons as well. No melee here. If this AoE kills straight up turn 1, I'm going to be baffled. Let's see it. Okay, it didn't. I think it did end up halving his damage cap, because you could see that we did more than 50%. The debuff immunity that we give our teammates made it to where Cusack didn't get skill blocked there, which is nice. Escanor's talent didn't seal our stuff. This guy's so, like, he's stupidly good. Like, they really didn't have to go this hard. Legitimately. Okay. We're going to need to still get through that, so I can be disabled now. Let's go for... I thought the talent was the one putting on the stance. I may have to figure that part out a little bit more. I may have to read it a couple more times. Let's try to get rid of his... Or not. Okay. We did not break the shield with that, because he only had 2 stacks of Dark Sword, or whatever it's called. Oh, that's the single target too. For some reason, I thought that was the AoE. The weird thing with a lot of these modern units is that the single target skills have a really flashy animation that looks like it would hit multiple enemies. So sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing, because just it looks like it's something that it's not. Okay, so we survived the ultimate there, so we pulled our ultimate, which is stupid. Just so stupid. I think if we end up killing Escanor here, unfortunately we're gonna use this, it's gonna kill Gother instead. So that's a little unfortunate. Because I think it might re-up on his flames. I don't know if it did or not. Okay, it didn't actually. He does have a... Okay, never mind. I was going to say he does have a damage cap, but... Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how we killed that. I think maybe the fact that we beat... Like, the 50% damage cap obviously got halved, I think. And so we put him down low enough to where when he came... Like, when he healed back up with the Tarmiel Grace, he must have still been below 50% to where Demon King could have killed. There's so much going on. Okay, here we go. He's using the Sins team, which I'm interested in. I'm kind of interested to just see. I mean, we're testing kind of. We're getting used to the unit. I'm just going to see how much damage we end up doing with our skills here. Whatever. We'll just throw it. Okay, he has a 40% damage cap. I think we kill him. Okay. Huh. It looks like this may be one of those you need to go first units. I put Tarmiel Link on mine just in case. I mean, 200,000 is not like crazy high for a counter, but literally turn 1, this man is 500,000. This man's not in a good spot. Okay, let's go ahead and hit assault mode again. Could we kill with... Oh, he has the minus 50% all stats too. I think we could probably kill with Demon King here. We'll remove his stuff. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah, that's nice. If I had an AoE for melee, I would have used it there, but... Which I could have used a single target with melee just to see damage numbers, but... So far, I mean... what is there to complain about? Alright, we got another fairy team. I'll be honest, with the fairy team, it just seems more like a... It's just kind of a slowdown more than anything. So, I mean, I'm not super worried about it, but it just also means that the match is going to take several turns because we got to make sure that King gets rid of his stances and everything like that. So, I guess it is what it is, which I don't think he had... I don't think he has Tarmiel Link on his King. I wonder if we could try to beat through it. Oh my god. Are we gonna kill King off with this? Okay, we brought him down to 50%. They got engulfed. So, which King's immune to stats right, or immune to debuffs right now. Let's put our shield back on. And do this. They're getting so much HP back from the just being fairies and being super cool. Okay. All right. Didn't respect the game. He's immune to counters, which is... That's such overkill. Why did he need that? He did not need that. Okay, we got another AoE to put our shield back on if we need it. Okay, putting the infect on us. Didn't break the shield quite yet. Failing grade. Is he gonna double up? AoE. Ooh. Okay, I respect it. I mean, honestly, if we lose to the fairy team, I'll take it 100%. I don't want the Demon King to just run over the meta. Like, that is what I don't want to happen. So, at the end of the day, if that's the case, that's okay with me. That's fine. Oh, he has a damage cap on. That was probably a bad call. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We have like what HP? That's not great. The shield from Demon King can be pretty strong. Went for the stance. I don't know that was the play. That's definitely not breaking the shield. All right. I think he just has the damage cap whenever he uses the stance, so we're probably gonna end up not being able to kill just off the ultimate, but we also don't get countered on the ultimate, and he's immune to counters, so it doesn't really matter. So this should attack into King. Damage capped at 157, and then boom, 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 boom. Oh, I forgot she also has a damage cap, so yeah, the fairy team is definitely just going to slow you down quite a bit when you're using this, but I mean, I guess that gives the fairy team a chance. I mean, he almost killed my melee with Amelia, so I really can't complain too much there. Okay, I don't remember some of these older ultimates at this point, so I wasn't sure if any of these like removed buffs or anything, but we should be able to kill her, no problem. 33k, Demon King's cracked. Boom. Wait, did he not hit damage cap? She had 33. We did 33k with him, but we did 50k with Melly. Oh, because Melly he lowers the damage cap. Okay, I was like, why? But God, there's so much to think about. I don't like thinking. All right, another Sins team. Okay, I like this. There's a couple of like really interesting Sins, so I think there could be some cool Sins team comps that you could kind of pull here. Tarmiel? Not running Tarmiel Link. I think in the case of not running Tarmiel Link, you kind of just want to go for melee at all cost. Because we can't be countered by melee. Like, yeah, he does damage to Cusack there, but like, what are you going to do now? I think you're going to need to run the Tarmiel Link on melee for situations like that specifically. Because if I'm going first, I'm going to attack your melee. I know that it's kind of incentivized. Well, I mean, you need to hit him at least once, so that way you can get rid of, or make sure you don't get engulfed, but yeah, kind of ridiculous. Whew, those counters are ridiculous. And counters hit through damage caps. So, I don't know, it's just kind of wild. This is the single target, yes. I'm learning the game. Honestly, this AoE probably kills them both. If it gets through the shield, we may be able to take it. Well, he'll probably gain. Nah, he'll gain his buff back from them dying, so it doesn't work like that. I would have had to attack 3 times with Demon King there, I think. Either that. Well, no, yeah. Maybe if I just used all single targets there on Escanor. No, because as soon as his shield breaks, he gains. Does he? I can't remember. There's so much to worry about. I can't remember if he gets Flames of Obliteration when his shield is taken off. I think he does, but I think it also might just be the damage cap. So maybe you could kill him turn 1. That actually sounds like it's the right answer. I didn't put assault mode on, but he's also minus 50% all stats, so I'm not worried. Seeing some crazy damage numbers with the engulfment, by the way. Yeet. That's wild. Okie dokie. Are we in Champ 1 now? One more game and we'll be Champ 1. Might as well hit it. Might as well hit it. I assume because it's, you know, 7th anniversary, brand new characters out, we'll probably end up seeing players in Champ 1 as well. Like, I most of the time I'm like, I don't really want to hit Champ 1 because bot city kind of thing. But I think with a new character like this, people are probably going to hit Champ 1 and still want to continue playing with him. So I'm not as worried about it, especially on week 1 of the festival. So, yeet. Okay, he's got Ludo Link on him. I just don't know that we could kill through him right now. Because I think we're still doing 50% to King, which we kill him. Oh, but we pop the res. So he's going to literally just put it right back on. I was going to say, I don't know if we like lower his damage suppression because it's part of his passive and it's not like an actual buff, but I don't know if it's just flat out across the board. Like, I don't know if it works like that is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it has to be a buff that it would lower the damage suppression or if it would do it anyway kind of thing. Oh, I forgot that when you break the shield, it deals reflect damage from Demon King, so that was actually kind of a nice little bonus there. Let's just go one more. We're almost at 35 minutes on the video. Obviously, a lot of that was just me talking in the beginning and like learning the unit a little bit. But I mean, he's new, he's crazy, he is fun so far, so I really can't complain. At least with the Demon team, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Okay, this is kind of an interesting setup. I kind of like this. You don't got it. I think this is a real player. I think there's a little bit of latency here. Because Melly's immune to his own counters, which is ridiculous, by the way, there's really no reason for me not to just attack him. Because, like, 2 Melly cards is going to do a lot. Why wouldn't I do that? You shouldn't have done that, Netmarble. Like, I get it. You don't want him to, you know, I don't know. He counters himself, which is strange. But in a bad way. I don't know. Like, it's not good that I'm countering myself. Because he's getting countered from me. And I mean, obviously it would be vice versa kind of thing, but it's such a strange it's such a strange scenario. I mean, why, him having the Escanor shield, okay, fair enough. The Escanor shield is beating me. Like, it's very strong. I'm stupid. I didn't realize it took the shield off. If I knew, I thought it was just going to hit through it. If I knew it was going to take it off, I would have used the AoE first there. So, mistake on my end. I'm learning. I've learned. I will not do that again. So in a situation like this, you would ideally just want to AoE with Melly regardless. Like, if you have Demon King on the team, if you have Escanor on the team, because there's a buff involved, you would want to use Melly's AoE first. Is what I'm thinking. I don't have any Melly cards. Only downside to the turn 1 play that I did. How do you get the... Why isn't he dying? Am I dumb? I don't remember reading that part. I also need to figure out when you get the stance and when you don't get the stance. Like, you get it at the beginning of the first turn, of course, because he just spawns with it. But I don't... But I lived. Oh, grants immortality and stat decrease immunity. Oh, okay. I thought, okay, never mind. The whole Ratatasker and all that stuff at the beginning, null and void. That doesn't matter anymore. I mean, we have a lot of AoEs. We might as well throw them. I might disable myself here because Escanor probably has his thingy. No, he doesn't. Okay. So I'm still in an okay spot. Because I went first, I'm running through my assault mode talent stacks faster than he is. I think he wins here. Right? Because I don't have any more stacks. If I'd have gained my ultimate here, sure, GG. Probably should have went for that instead. I mean, hey. GG's, brother. Oh my god, my damage is so low too. Which, because I don't have assault mode. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Trillion Revenge is what gives you the counter. So because I didn't have assault mode active, it's because when you go into the game, when you go into the match, you don't have assault mode active. That gives you the stance from Trillion Revenge. And then because I ran out of my assault mode stack, okay, so that actually creates a little bit more interest there, because now I would understand, like, hey, it's probably not best to just spam assault mode every single turn, because I could take a turn, if I know he's not going to kill me or something like that, I could take a turn to not put assault mode on, put my counter back on, and then just try to do counter damage to him. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if it would be better to do it like every other turn. So we already have the stance here, so there's not really any reason not to, I don't think. Tarmiel? Okay, he is running Tarmiel. The guy is smart. Is there really? I mean, I guess I'll use the AoE first, just because. Immune to that. He does get his grace back. I don't think we're gonna kill him because he has Tarmiel. So that's definitely the way to go there. So he puts assault mode on. I'm gonna be able to counter him because I still have it from my turn 1. We popped his res. I don't think Tristan's the way to go. I don't know. This is the second time that we've seen this team, I think, but not really sure where the idea for this one's coming from. Like, I just don't think it's... I don't know. I don't think this is the play. He has assault mode. I feel compelled to put assault mode back on because he has immortality. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not going to. We're gonna test it because we can't kill him while he has assault mode active. I'm gonna make sure I don't disable myself by using 3 different skills here. So we gain our Trillion Revenge. Okay, but I mean so this would be his chance to kill Melly if he was going to. At this point though, he has no support on his team, which means I think as your team dies with Melly, I think he's losing those all stats from his passive. So that's definitely something. We're gonna remove his ultimate move gauge because we can. I'll use the AoE because maybe we'll get more damage out of the single target. This part's kind of annoying, I have to say. The fact that he can't die, like you basically have to kill him turn 1 if you don't want to deal with all of the assault mode stack things, but at the same time, I don't know that you're going to be able to do that if he has Tarmiel Link on because of, you know, all the other stuff going on. So let's hit assault mode back. He does gain debuff immunity from his stance. That's kind of crazy. I guess that's kind of interesting though, because like after turn 1, if you get disabled, you could potentially just not use assault mode, so that way you get your stance back, so that way it clears your debuffs. There's definitely some like tactical stuff that you could do with this unit. Like there's a lot of thinking. Like there's definitely some strats that you could pull here. So I definitely like the concept of the unit and everything. He's definitely really strong. Probably a little too strong, but obviously as time goes on, the balance or the meta will balance a bit. So I don't know. I'm interested to kind of see how things unfold. I'm interested to see what kind of new units they come out with to kind of counter him. We'll definitely be messing with him a little bit more. I'm probably not going to record another video tonight. And I'm probably going to be pretty busy tomorrow, but Saturday I'll hop on and try to make a video on Sin's team, and we'll see how that goes. If you have a Sin's team that you want me to use, I'm going to go ahead and just put this video straight up so there's no wait time or anything like that. I'm not going to record the Sins video before this comes out or anything. So if you have ideas for Sins teams or anything like that that you want me to use or that are really good, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I'll look at them before I record the next video, and we'll kind of take it from there just to see what we end up using. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video ended up being pretty long, but it's fun. New unit, exciting, 7th anniversary, whoopee kind of thing. So I am actually really happy with it. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what kind of unfolds. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.